Well, hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Start of a new week, but not a new master topic. As you know, we start that on Saturday, and we roll from Saturday through Friday. That's how our master topic week works, and each day we have a granular topic. If you're coming here for the very first time, I want to take this opportunity to personally thank you and welcome you. If you're coming back and you've been to the show many times before, well, welcome back. It's great to have you with me here. This is the show that gives you the motivation, inspirational nuggets to help you live a better, more productive, enjoying, and fulfillable life. All right, guys. So if you haven't checked out believemeachieve.com, what are you waiting for? Go check that out. That is after the show. You can go to believemeachieve.com. You can get replays of the current show, other shows, short form content, long form content, articles, and so much more, guys. So definitely check that out. And if you're thirsty, you might notice here that I've got a beverage. I've got a hot, special health drink. It's basically 2 tablespoons of molasses and some Lipton decaf tea. And I got to tell you, it's probably yummy. Really good. Has a light, sweet taste to it. And I'm getting all my nutrients and proteins in with that. So it's a great health drink that I have after my breakfast in the morning. So great to have you here. If you want to get yourself something hot, maybe a hot tea, maybe something cold, maybe it could be water, like RO water, like I normally drink in the evenings, maybe something sweet, maybe you want breakfast, maybe you want a snack, chocolate, nuts, health, tart. It's totally up to you. Feel free to get that and come on back to the show. Without any further ado, I'd like to kick this show off, everyone. All right, are you ready? Okay, guys. So before I do that, I want to first thank everyone and also let you know that in just about, November, December, little less than 2 months and 2.5 weeks, we'll be done with Series 4 and we'll be on to Series 5. That means we'll be on the air officially 4 years in a row. Wow, I cannot believe that. That's an amazing accomplishment. All right, guys. So let's kick this off. Welcome to the Inspirations for Your Life, ever popular show, hosted by who? Me, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, also an engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, podcast coach, and a passionate lifelong learner. And of course, let's not forget a graduate student. And in this special episode, I'm going to dive into how asking questions can transform your mindset and open doors and guide you to outstanding achievement. Every question you ask is a key. Every moment of curiosity is, a step towards growth. Join me now as I help you explore how unasked questions become missed chances and how the habit of inquiry unlocks possibility. Are you ready, guys? Because this is going to be a real rocky but fun ride to ask some great questions. Number 1, every question unlocks possibility. When you ask, you invite new perspectives and fresh solutions into your life. Questions serve as, the keys, the pillars to unexplored rooms in your mind where innovation and opportunity dwell. The power to change your world often starts with just one well-chosen question. People say to me, John, I ask questions, but I don't get answers. I just get more questions. Well, that's okay, because sometimes we need to get more questions that eventually we will get an answer. And I want to tell you something right now. When you ask a question, you may not necessarily get the answer today. You might get it later on. You might get it tomorrow, next week, but that's okay. Your mind's still working on it. The best time to ask a question, by the way, is just before you go to sleep, because your mind will be working on it all night. Not that your mind doesn't work on it during the day, but it'll be a little more focused since you're not going to be doing anything else. Number 2, guys, unasked questions are missed chances. Each time you hold back from asking, you close the door on a chance to learn, to grow, or connect. Opportunities slip away and they're unseen when curiosity is contained. Let your voice be heard now Never underestimate the transformative impact of speaking up and seeking answers. I think some people are scared to speak up because they don't necessarily know if they know the answers, and that's okay. You know, learning is what life's about. And I've said to you, if you're not making mistakes in life, well, guess what? You are not learning. Okay? You are not learning. That's important to understand. You are not learning. And if you're not learning, then that's a very, very big problem. Okay? Does that make sense? Why don't we ask questions? I think we don't ask questions because sometimes we get stuck. And we feel that because we're stuck, we don't necessarily know what to do. And that what to do is about a very interesting thing. All right. The interesting thing comes down to something different than what we expected it to be. Okay. As I said, we want to seek answers, but it's not about the chase for answers. It's about this playful query to get an answer. When we're so strung to have to get the answer, that's not when the answer is going to come. The answer is going to come when we're doing something else. We're in the shower. We're not focused on getting the answer. That's when our subconscious mind is working on coming up with the answer. But that frustrates a lot of people, why they can't get the answer now, right? So just go with the flow and enjoy the divine timing. Number 3, guys, questions invite discovery. Curiosity is the compass for discovery. Every question sparks a journey toward understanding, moving you closer to new insights and breakthroughs. Progress starts when you are willing to admit what you do not know and are open to finding out. I think that's a key thing. We have to be open to these great possibilities. Big changes start small. The most powerful transformations begin with the tiny overlooked questions. It's the cumulative effect of small wonders that sets the stage for systematic shifts in your mindset, relationships, and of course, your career. Embrace the humble beginnings, guys. They can grow into, well, greatness. Number 5, guys, wonder fuels invention. It's that curiosity. It's that playful spirit. No invention ever became or began with certainty. It began with a wonder, with a what if. Let's take the microwave, for example, right? When the famous, does everybody know who was the inventor? Who was the inventor of the microwave? Does anybody know? Just take a guess if you happen to know. I know it's not a tech show, but the inventor of the microwave is an interesting gentleman, and that's Percy Spencer. And so working at this military, let's say, contracting company that developed different types of technology. Well, one day he had a candy bar in his pocket, and he discovered at lunchtime that the candy bar had melted. They're working with radar and different types of signals like that. And so he said, I wonder if I could take this signal and put it in a box. Maybe we could use it to cook things. Voila, the microwave was born. The act of wondering what if or why not is at the core of every innovation that we have in our lives. Nurture your curiosity. Let yourself imagine beyond the obvious, and you'll create things you never thought or dreamed were possible. Time for a little more of this beverage. Really good, guys. Really, really good. 2 tablespoons of molasses. My Insta Hot, which is like 195, 198. Stir with the tablespoon a little bit, and then dunk the decaf Lipton tea bag in there. Let it brew for a couple minutes. A couple ice cubes so that it's not boiling hot, just warm when I need to drink it. Number 6, guys, questions grow your mind. Your mind is like a muscle, stretching and strengthening each time you ask why, how, or what. Questioning deepens understanding, sharpens intelligence, and keeps you adaptable in a changing world. Growth is guaranteed for those who keep questioning what's going on, who ask the what if, the why, the when, how. Number 7 is ask and you'll find a way. The answer to every challenge starts with the decision to ask. Solutions reveal interesting things, and they reveal themselves by giving bold enough ways for us to seek them out and act of inquiry. And they often point the way forward, even through uncertainty. Number 8, questions expand horizons. Each question pushes the boundaries of your knowledge and awareness. By searching for new perspectives, you broaden both your ambitions and your competence. Setting your sights beyond old limitations is the key, guys. Number 9, curiosity is the seed of greatness. Great achievements grow from seeds of curiosity. Those who let questions take root within their minds are destined to aspire higher and reach further. Let wonder fuel your journey to greatness so you can enjoy your victories. Number 10, every answer begins with a bold question. Bravery lies in asking what others overlook or fear. Every real advancement, whether personal or professional, can be traced back to someone daring to inquire. Be bold, ask what matters, and you'll learn. Number 11, doubt sparks deeper understanding. Welcoming your doubts, they are signposts pointing you toward richer insights. Questioning things you thought you knew encourages more investigation, learning, and of course, ultimately, a more resilient confidence. Number 12, progress favors the curious. Growth and improvement naturally follow those willing to ask curiosity, as it breeds resilience, agility, and inventiveness, making continual progress not a possibility, but a promise. Number 13, those who ask lead. Leaders distinguish themselves by asking better questions. Guidance, vision, and influence stem from a foundation of curiosity, a willingness to listen, explore, and understand before acting. Number 14, asking how turns dreams into plans. The bridge between ambition and achievement is built by the question, how? This one inquiry transforms visions into concrete steps. Empowering, let's say, purposeful action, okay, on your biggest goals. Number 15, an open mind asks and listens. True learning requires not just asking, folks, but listening to the answers. With each open-minded question, you gain wisdom and foster connections that enrich every part of your life. Number 16, small questions build big futures. Don't dismiss the little queries. They're the building blocks of success, the cornerstones. Small questions accumulate, formulating a foundation for lasting change and expansive achievement. Number 17, growth lives in the gaps of unasked questions. Where questions are neglected, growth stagnates. Identify and fill the gaps in your understanding or skill, and you will open new channels for transformation. Number 18, curiosity over comfort wins every time. Comfort zones are the enemy of progress. When you abandon comfort for curiosity, you stretch further and achieve more than you imagined possible. Number 19, discovery is just a question away. Innovation and insight frequently hide just beyond your current understanding. One well-timed question is often all it takes to uncover new knowledge, techniques, or relationships. Number 20, guys. Imagination starts by wondering, what if? Creativity blossoms when you dare to ask, what if? The question that transforms mundane into the magic and routine into revolution. Number 21, new paths open to those who question the old. Progress requires challenging what's always been done. There might be a better way or a slightly different change or variable you can make to have a different outcome. Einstein said, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, that's insanity. So why would we do that? The new adventures, the careers, and the inventions await those ready now to question tradition and why something's been done the same way over and over again. Number 22, success follows those who keep wondering. The curious persist when others quit, and as a result, success becomes inevitable. Never lose your urge to wonder. Let it guide your decisions and growth. Number 23, guys, great minds crave new questions. Intelligence and greatness aren't about knowing all the answers. They're about constantly seeking better questions. With each new query, the mind grows smarter and wiser, and life becomes a little more richer and more enjoyable. Number 24, guys, every problem hides a question worth asking. In the midst of every challenge is an unanswered question. How, why, or what now? Find it, and you'll find your path to resolution, or at least improvement. Number 25, the future belongs to the inquisitive. Time for another sip of this beverage. Wow. You might be wondering, those of you that actually see me on camera, I have a metal straw. The reason for that is so molasses can stain your teeth. So I use the straw so it goes past the teeth and doesn't like just kind of wash over them. So that's handy. Curious minds will inherit tomorrow. Remember that. By continually asking and adopting, you remain relevant, innovative, and ready for whatever's next. Number 26. Every why unlocks a new how. Whenever you ask why, you open the door to solutions. The how of progress, fulfillment, and discovery surfaces when you go one layer deeper, just one layer deeper. Making that choice to go one level deeper can make this like real epitome moment happen to you. Okay? That's important to understand. And when you understand that, life is going to change for you. Now, it's not going to change overnight. And if you're looking for it to change tomorrow, I'm sorry, it may not change tomorrow for you. So keep embracing the future. And as you embrace the future, you will wonder what's going on. And you'll wonder why things are changing so much. And the reason they're changing, I'll tell you why, is because you are starting to gain a different perspective in your life. That's important, guys. Gaining a perspective that allows you to ask different questions and now approach a problem or challenge a different way, that's mind-blowing, right? I mean, really mind-blowing. Number 27. Questions challenge the impossible. Barriers dissolve for those who question them. Whenever you're told something can't be done, ask and you may find a way that others missed. Some people may get frustrated with you because they're used to just doing everything the way everyone else does, and they don't want to see change. So you may not always be embraced with people that are going to support you, but that's okay. Allow that to permeate through you and just do it anyway. Be respectful, but know that some people on your journey might not be willing to make it work for you or to work with you. And that's completely okay. Number 28, honest questions attract answers. Authenticity begins by being honest with yourself and others. When your questions come from genuine need or a true curiosity, the answers sparked that you receive are likely to be both powerful and true. And I think that can be hard for some people because they ask a question like, oh my gosh, like what rabbit hole am I going down? Well, the rabbit hole you're going down is one that maybe you didn't understand, but now you're gaining new insight to it, okay? Now you're gaining an entirely new insight to it. And that's a very, very big thing, a very, very big thing. And hopefully you'll be able to, understand that. Number 29, guys. When you stop asking, you stop advancing, you stop learning. You allow complacency to sit in, and complacency is the result of certitude. No good. Forge ahead by keeping your sense of inquiry, your wonder alive. Progress and evolution are reserved for the perpetually curious. That's pretty powerful, guys. So those that ask questions get ahead. Those that ask questions learn. Those that ask questions are destined for success. Number 30, guys, hope is hidden in curiosity. Whenever you feel stuck, remember that asking what's next or how could this work plants seeds of hope, curiosity. And it doesn't just change what you know, it changes how you feel about every possibility ahead. And so the thing is, if you think about this like a 1 or 2 year old or a 4 or 5 year old, there's something that happens once they get into their teens. They start to put restrictions in their life because of things that they don't believe are possible. They start to get beliefs in their head that either they put there or other people put there. And so when a very young child is asked these questions, they become a lot more powerful and resourceful because of their belief, right? The belief of something makes it so. And I know that sounds so crazy, but everything in our world is energy. You and I are energy. We are vibrating molecules and atoms very fast right now. And because of that, we're able to exist. Even my laptop, my mouse, everything, it's vibrating. It's so many revolutions per second. And that's a key, guys. Knowing that we are not really solid beings. We're energy. And energy has the quality of being able to change and grow. And I think that's something that many people don't realize, that we are energy, that we can change. Oh, time for another swig of this. This is really good. And all finished. So you might be asking me, and it's a great question because I ask people message me on this all the time, what are the health benefits of molasses? Well, there are a lot. So it's a byproduct of sugar production, and it has a lot of potential health benefits. Nutrient rich. It's a good source of essential nutrients, including iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and selenium. Molasses is particularly high in iron, which is essential for red blood cell production and can help prevent iron deficiencies, anemia, etc. Bone health. The calcium and magnesium in molasses contribute to bone health and may prevent osteoporosis. Okay. Antioxidant properties. Molasses contains antioxidants such as polyphenols, which may help protect cells from damage and reduce the risk of chronic disease. Digestive health. Molasses is a good source of fiber, which can promote regular movements of waste from your body. Blood sugar control. Molasses has a lower glycemic index than white sugar, and meaning it may cause a slower rise in blood sugar levels. This can be beneficial for people with diabetes or prediabetes. Heart health. The potassium and magnesium in molasses may help regulate blood pressure and reduce the risk of heart disease. Other potential benefits. Some studies suggest that molasses has anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, and immune-boosting properties. However, it's important to note that these health benefits are based on some evidence that we've gathered, but not big studies. Bottom line is they are helpful to a lot of people. So definitely make molasses. I usually have 2 tablespoons a day in the boiling hot water. Stir it up and then put the tea bag in for a few minutes. So I used to do it with orange juice, but what happened with orange juice is it started to change the taste, and I really didn't enjoy my orange juice in the morning. And I said, how can I make this? But I don't want to just drink it alone. What can I mix it with? I was like, oh, I get it. I love tea. Let me try putting the hot water in, and then let me try doing the tea, and let's go from there. Because what I used to do is put the hot water in the glass. Maybe it was a plastic glass or whatever, and I put the water in there, on top of the 2 tablespoons of molasses. I'd mix it around. Then I'd pour some water. Then I put some orange juice. And it didn't really taste the greatest. This actually has a nice, light, sweet taste. It's not over sugary. It's nice. So, guys, letting go is not weakness. It's wisdom. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is release what no longer serves you, freeing space for inquiry, insight, and growth. Wisdom isn't about holding on. It's about knowing what to pursue and what to release. And that might sound like something you don't want to deal with, but releasing is the key, because when we release things, we can put more things in our lives, okay? We have room for more things in our lives. And I think that's a very important thing to understand, is that it's got to be something that flows in your life. If you try to push something, well, it's not going to work out very well. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. I invite you to tune in to Inspirations for Your Life, as well as many of my other shows, by visiting after the show 24 hours a day, believemeachieve.com. Short form, long form content for some expert advice on unlocking workplace motivation, personal motivation, and elevating your leadership game to an entirely new level. So if you're ready to become a better version of yourself, check out believemeachieve.com. and start making my nuggets part of your daily motivational diet. And I can tell you guys, your life will change. Not only will you notice the change, but people around you will be like, hey, something's different, Mark. Something's different with Sarah. I don't know what it is. Give it a try. I think you'll be pretty impressed. Have yourself a great day and a great rest of your evening. Be well, everyone.